Live from the headquarters of Ramsey Solutions, it's the Dave Ramsey Show, where debt is dumb, cash is king, and the paid-off home mortgage has taken the place of the BMW as the status symbol of choice. I'm Dave Ramsey, your host. This is your favorite theme hour, America, the Millionaire Theme Hour. We're going to do a Millionaire Theme Hour this hour, which means we're going to talk to millionaires and ask them how they did it. Because there's a whole bunch of lies out there being spread in the political sector, and people with agendas to be socialists and communists talking about how that America is ruined and you cannot become a millionaire anymore in America, and wealth inequality, and the little man can't get ahead, so you need to elect me president because I'll fix your life, which is all a bunch of crap. Trump is not going to fix your life, and Hillary's not going to fix your life. Neither one of them are. They're not. And the people that thought Obama was going to fix their life, they're vastly disappointed right now because he didn't fix their life. Turns out it was a lie. You have to fix your life. And in that, in this political crap that is spread around is that somehow you've done something wrong if you become wealthy. You must have been a crook. The only way you can become wealthy is you must inherit the money. The only way you become healthy, people that are the worst givers in the world are all rich people, which is actually the opposite of the truth. You got to be a rock star or an NFL or NBA player to be a millionaire. Not true. And so we debunk those lies that are out there in the culture by bringing on actual real millionaires occasionally and ask them about themselves and how they got to be worth $1 million. Now, also, stupid politicians say stuff like, if you make $1 million a year, well, that's making $1 million a year is not a millionaire, doofus. A millionaire is when you have $1 million net worth or greater. And your net worth is an accounting function defined as what you own minus what you owe. Your assets minus your liabilities. When that equals $1 million, you're a millionaire. And if you own a house that's worth $900,000 and you have $300,000 in your 401k and you don't have any debt, then you have a $1.2 million net worth. That's how it works. You add up what you own, subtract what you owe, and if that equals $1 million, you're a millionaire. Some people are millionaires and don't even feel like they're millionaires. Because it's really, a lot of them most of them don't have opulent lifestyles. Now, if you get up over $10 million net worth, sometimes you start to see some of their wealth. But most of them are very nonplussed. So we're going to take calls from millionaires this hour and teach you with their lives how you can become a millionaire. It's that simple. Glenn's going to start us off in Oklahoma City. Hey, Glenn, how are you?
Oh, man, better than I deserve, Dave.
Good. So what's your net worth, sir?
My wife and I are worth $5.5 million.
Very cool. And what is that primarily invested in? What are the big chunks? Yeah,
75%, of course, is in stocks and mutual funds, part of it in the IRA and part of it just in other money that we can get to without penalty. 20% in real estate and right now about 5% in cash.
Okay. And so what's like your home worth as an example?
About $500,000.
Okay, cool. And what's been your income throughout your working lifetime average or range or something?
Yeah, it's probably, about $140,000 a year for the last 30 years.
Okay, cool. And how much of this $5.5 million did you inherit?
The only money that I inherited was when my father passed about 9 years ago. He had a life insurance policy, and proceeds from that were about $250,000 to me. Okay,
but you were already a millionaire by then, weren't you?
Yeah. So it was just, just a little bit extra he gave us.
Yeah, gotcha. And how old are you now, you and your wife?
I'm 56, and my wife is 52.
Okay, very cool. And what has been your career in your working lifetime?
So I was a drilling engineer for an oil company. Started out as a roughneck, working on the rig, and then went back to university. And then we lived all over the world and came back to Oklahoma here about a year ago to be close to our children. My wife is a pharmacist, but she worked very little because she stayed home, took care of the children mostly, and then when we were overseas, she wasn't able to work that much.
Gotcha. Well, and what was your degree in then? Engineering or chemical engineering? Or
Petroleum engineering.
Petroleum engineering. Okay. All right. Cool. And what was your GPA?
3.4, I believe, overall.
Okay. And how much of this wealth was caused by you borrowing money to invest?
We never borrowed any money to invest like in the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
I think one time we bought a rent house. When we were in Canada, we bought a rent house. And we borrowed money to do that. Mm-hmm. Actually, Dave, I a couple of years ago, I did the stupid thing. I bought my house with the cheap and got a mortgage so that I could, quote, get the better return in the market. Mm-hmm. And, that didn't work out so well. So so debt has paid very little,
Gotcha.
played very little part in it.
Gotcha. Okay. What about giving? What has been your giving patterns?
So, of course, we're Christians, so we've tithed. When I was making $4 an hour, I was tithing, and, now we're still tithers. We've supported the same missionaries for 30 years and, give to our family, of course, to meet their needs. And then we funded a scholarship in my father's name that's perpetual, so that it's even if we never give any more to it, it'll keep going. And so,
what's the most expensive pair of jeans you ever bought?
$100.
Okay, cool. And how many brand new cars did you buy prior to having at least $1 million net worth?
Before having $1 million prior, probably I've bought 8 new cars total in my life. Prior to being a millionaire, probably 4 or 5 of those.
Okay, so you bought new cars. Okay, cool. All right. And how many nonfiction books do you read a year?
Oh, I tried to read a couple a month, so I'd say 24. I got a list of books, that I have read and need to read still. But, so a couple a month.
Not counting Dave Ramsey books, what's the best book you've read in the last 12 months?
Oh, man, the Founding Fathers on Leadership. It's about George Washington and those guys.
Good.
And, and then, of course, Failing Forward or Intentional Living by Maxwell.
Yeah, I love Maxwell. He's going to be at our Entree Summit in the spring, so very cool. Well, Glenn, you and your wife are great American heroes. You've lived the dream. Do you think that if somebody starting out today was working a roughneck, they could work their way up like you have?
Oh yeah, I mean it's it's the pay yourself first, right? Tithe and then put money aside and then live on the rest. Live below your means and delay gratification and
so it can still be done. Well, it's an honor to talk to you, sir. Thank you for calling in and participating in our Millionaire Theme Hour. $5.5 million net worth, never made over averaged $140,000 income. This is the Dave Ramsey Show. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out these other great clips from the show. You can do this. That really is the message. Whether you've got $270,000 in student loan debt or $27,000, whether you've got a $50,000 income or a $500,000 income,